What's happening? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, you guys, to the 4Queenz Council meeting, okay? They call us 4Queenz Empress. And I've had a couple of downloads on me for the last day or so. And some new ones. So I'm like, stop what you're doing, girl, and let's do this, okay? Because what I'm really excited to get back to doing is cleaning. I just got back from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just looking forward to just cleaning every nook and cranny of my home. Okay, but I'm like, no, let's do this first because that's going to take me into tomorrow, right? So all praises to the Most High Power. We are grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm hoping this message is going to reach the heads and the hearts of those who need it. And right now, I'm talking to the 4Queenz, the 4Queenz out here, with a few downloads. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I guess I'll start with the first one that's been on me for days on days. Is about jealous friends. Okay, so hopefully we can get through this karmic energy really quickly. Jealous friends, be aware. Okay, be aware. It's just dangerous to be around anybody who is feeling like they want to compete with you. If they're trying to compete with you, that's not a friend. If they can't celebrate you, that is not a friend, okay? And it's just better to keep to yourself at these times than to play those games. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes those can be, a little competition can be healthy, but it's a little bit too vicious out here and you have too much value and you do not need anybody to try to step into your place, ruin your opportunities, okay? It's better to keep to yourself while you're building than to be around people who want to compete with you, okay? Yeah, so make sure you're listening to your higher self. Your best friend is your higher self, okay? Your best friend is your higher self. Okay, God is your best friend. If you want some friends, talk to God, basically is what I'm getting. Okay, all praises to the Most High Power. Communicating with the spirit, having some quiet time, setting some boundaries for yourself, really disciplining yourself out is essential right now. You are sitting pretty. Hey guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, you are a channel, so listen to the symbolism. Okay, take note of the symbolism and just the things that you're noticing around you. In nature, the trees, the birds, I definitely was noticing the birds today. They was just flying super close to me, you know what I'm saying? And connecting with your own pets. Make sure you're treating your pets well and taking care of their needs and communicating with them and giving them the best experience that you can give them, right? Because they have keen senses that we're not even aware of. You can learn so much about energy. I learned so much about energy just from having a dog. And so, yes. Thank you guys for being here. That's funny. His animal instincts probably just need to get his energy out. If that was a serious question, it's probably just about getting his energy out. Yeah, yeah, some more of that higher self energy came straight back, okay? So make sure you're listening to your own higher self. Make sure that you are your own best friend. Don't let people distract you from what you're trying to do. Stay focused on who you are, okay? Because, yeah, that's some good gooey right there when you focus on yourself, when you commune with the divine. All right? Look what your creative power. And what I'm noticing about this energy here is how it's palpable, moldable. It's like liquid form, so it could take new form. It's just that power of creation when it's wet. Okay, yeah, dance. And I'm getting this rose. Well, I don't know, with it upside down, I was getting this rose energy and the dance. I don't know, you guys feel me on the energy I was peeping here. Okay, a little bit of self-pleasure energy, just woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, self-love. Unconditional love. That's what the freak it says. It's unconditional love. The blueprint is unconditional love. Gratitude is alchemy 101. And gratitude is grateful for what you have right now, being thankful for what you have right now, respecting, you know, the journey. Okay. Hey guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So, practicing this love for yourself. Okay. And sometimes that unconditional love is letting go, letting people go do what they need to do, be on their path. Okay. If people want to be committed to, crimes and just, you know, hate and hell and all that shit, if they want to be connected to some bullshit, let them go. Okay. Let them, that they may need to just figure it out in their own way. All right. But make sure that you're staying in a high vibration and staying focused on what you want despite. Okay. Redirect all that love that you have for others to yourself. You know, when you can't go and do that. I don't like how, I want to see what they are. Ooh, okay, so peep this energy. Okay, this is just a side note. I'm about to put these back. But I wanted to see what this was, right? So I was talking about all the self-love. Redirect that love to yourself. Unconditional love for self. Yada, yada, right. So then this 3 cards falls out. This is sexual energy. Then we have this love connection here going on. Union, right? But then this came out in the reverse, which was peace. Sisters in the council, do not trade your peace for this sexual extravaganza. Be aware, okay? So I'm putting that back or whatever, but like, be aware, be aware. I'm not trying to hate on anybody having a sexual extravaganza, but I'm just trying to say that, like, your peace could be at stake, and your peace is essential for, you know, you being in this energy of unconditional love, creation, connecting with your higher self, okay? So don't let no man come between you and your higher self, okay? So I don't know where it says this, but I know I've heard that, like, a king has to be married to be a king, but, like, a queen is just like a queen. Okay, like you don't need, a queen is born into her position. It's birthright energy, okay? Just make sure you don't give up your freaking throne. Ooh, yeah, so be aware, okay? I feel like there's options. I feel like there's a lot of, there's danger around. I feel like there's trickery. I feel like you have to be aware of your surroundings, okay? But you are being guided, so there's nothing to fear here, all right? You already know how to pray and how to ask for assistance. You know, you already know how to ask for assistance. If you feel like you're repeating a cycle, just know that you have the tools. So level up. So level up. Okay, let me look at myself. So level up. Okay. Okay, preaching to the choir on that. You know, let's not repeat the same cycle. Let's do better, you know. Not just recognize. Yeah. Okay. The metaverse. Okay, so look. Okay, this is bringing me next downloads. Which, okay, all praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. We are so grateful to be filled with the Holy Spirit and the divine wisdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Ashe, 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 ashe. Yes, praise, praise, praise. Yes. let's act like we know. Let's act like we know. Okay, let's act like we know. Okay, let's be who we say we are by walking this walk, okay? And like step in this honor I'm hearing. I feel like it's taking control, okay, of the situation. You know what I mean? With your mind, make sure that you are like assured of yourself, because you have the power here. You have the power of the universe. And so I guess what I'm trying to say also is there's this energy too, like they're doing magic and witchery at you. So make sure that you're doing things to protect yourself. Okay? So I have been in prayer and meditation about next steps on this new level. And we really are getting called to activate our power. Okay? We have divine authority, and it's time for us to do that. All right? So I'm conjuring up the energy through ritual. And something that I'm learning, like just in as being a mother and caring for a home, how you can implement your ritual and you can teach your children, okay, how to empower themselves, how to love and respect the divine, understand and commune with the divine. This is something that I always strive to do through religion, and I just feel so grateful that the Most High has given me a way to be able to show my children, you know, in a divinely inspired way when finally we've arrived here, right? And so, hoodoo, okay? And how we can practice this practically. You know how we grew up and we had to do our house chores on Saturdays, right? You have to, before you can do anything, you got to do your housework, right? Yeah, that comes from ritualistically cleansing, all right? So cleansing is just the number one thing, keeping your car, home, clothes, children, body clean. Okay, this is a way that energy continues to flow. All right, so it's like, isn't that crazy? These things are essential to life, but let's infuse it with magic by knowing that this is, you know, when we make sure that we clean, which weekly or ritualistically every 3 days, however you feel the need, that you are casting a spell. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. Very grateful. So the peace card came up. So notice that peace card came back up. All right. So I know I got a little rambly, but whatever I had just said, peace card came back up, right? Protect your peace. Divine feminine. Okay, what does this one say? Especially during times of transformation. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like your period, you know, like when you're on your period, protecting your peace, or I don't know. Don't tell people when you're on your period. I don't know. But during your transformations, protect your peace because you're vulnerable and you don't need anybody's yucky ideals funking up your good shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you end up repeating a cycle that you really don't need to. Okay? I feel like with this hood love energy, I feel like your people are going to be attracted to you. As you get and you protect your peace, you become mysterious. You don't be talking. You focus on yourself. You do your own thing. People will be attracted to you. You're going to get a lot of love. Make sure you shine, 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 especially if you're on a platform, okay? Go, go, go. Everybody needs to be on a platform. We are in this age, duh. Okay, take advantage if that's what you feel called to do. You never know. You think, like, if you cook dinner every day, take a picture. That's all I gotta say. Okay? Talking to myself too, because you're doing so much more, but I know how tiring and hard it is, but clarity, okay? When you receive clarity, all right? Or maybe this is giving you some clarity right now, okay? Like, it's crystal clear what the fuck you need to do, okay? Which direction you need to go, how to balance yourself out. And it's most likely by letting go and cutting some shit off, focusing on yourself, focusing on your own manifestations, okay? This hood love energy is making me feel weird. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. I was trying to, you know, pull on that hood love energy, but I got memory and solitude. So, like, you're going to remember who you are. We definitely, I said that yesterday or something. Okay. Definitely all of that. Like, you're definitely get to know yourself. Focus on yourself, okay? So don't, maybe not be so focused on what people think of you, you know, allow yourself to magnetize, you know, your community. So some of us, you know, including myself, like, you may be like wondering, like, when's it gonna happen for me? You know, like, but it's like, just relax. You're still building yourself up. Focus on remembering who you are, okay? And being the best version of yourself, so that when you do have this rush of clientele, admiration, crowd, audience, that you're really ready for that and to really stand firm in who you are and you don't forget who you are. Period. Stay focused on who you are, okay? And who you're becoming and who you want to be. So much water energy, baby. I got me these jewels right here. I got it from a place that I normally kind of like don't like it. I kind of feel like, but I felt like this one was really well done. So I was like, and my great grandmama is so on me. Okay, so just feeling the ancestors, communicating the veil. You know, I've been saying the veil been thin, right? But you may be feeling a connection with your ancestors, you know, especially if you're going to get into your hoodoo practices, okay? I recommend Black woman, get to your hoodoo practices. Just Google it a little bit and then let God lead you. Stay in prayer, you know, because shit, rabbit hole is deep, okay? But I just feel like that's a little light code. We're supposed to be keeping it, you know, so, you know what I'm saying? Leave it there. Just leave it alone. Yeah, I don't know why this witch energy, when I seen this witch energy, so there's definitely magic people trying to influence, put their magic potion in the air. People are definitely putting energy, throwing energy towards you, trying to twist the wheel and shit, but that's why you're going to stay in alignment. And I just feel like cleansing is a major defense. Cleansing, what you're supposed to do when you clean. What's it supposed to attach to? What's the bad energy supposed to attach to when you're all cleaned out? You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Joy and light. Yes, stay focused on what makes you happy and energized. Be your authentic self with this unicorn energy. You don't need to be like them. So, you know, even when you dabble in or you try to figure what's your next level spiritually, stay connected to the Most High and Divine God, okay? Make sure you're rooted in the Holy Spirit. What is the Holy Spirit? Love, divine love. That's the fruit of it anyways. Pay attention, divine feminine, to what you create. So make sure you know that whatever you focus on is what's going to be created. So, yeah. So, like, even in defense of your enemies, right? Your best defense against your enemies is to better yourself. Because focusing on how to stop them, you could be wrong, you know? So you stay focused on yourself, focus on your family, building your legacy here, whatever that looks like for you in your current life, your manifestations, okay? That's your best defense against all this witchcraft, manipulation. I don't know. I don't know. Something about that energy is making me feel mad weird. So I'm just putting it over there. Okay. Just like this hood love. Like, who said, okay? Who said we gave a damn? Yeah, stay focused on you and your manifestations. Pay attention to your surroundings as well, okay? Because people aren't going to be feeling that. But honestly, the divine are pouring itself on you for real, though. And you are a wizard, so you know how to balance and transmute, okay? And I feel like that's why the divine allows you to kind of get hit with certain things or face certain things or whatever. It's because you have the ability to transmute energy. So I know at one point, okay, and on my journey, the first time they put me through the humiliation ritual, when I was in network marketing, it was pretty deep, right? Okay. And I got irritated with them after a year of them attacking me, so I put them all in a jar, right? And I know it worked because after I put them in a jar and buried the shit, they appeared in my dream. Okay, and I kicked everybody's ass. I don't always remember stuff like that, but I remember this dream. Okay, and so I do that shit like. But what I will say about it is that I lost, after I kicked them out of my energy, I then was left with only my energy. So I had to kind of like rebuild myself up because I didn't have, like, they had actually were giving me hella energy just by hating, right? So, you know, and I'm a praying woman. So I had asked Spirit, like, was I supposed to do that? Spirit was like, I mean, you was right. You was defending yourself or whatever, but I was trying to make them your footstool. They was your footstool. And I'm like, okay. So this time round, okay, instead of putting them in a jar, transmute, grow, be better, and see how it work out this time. This with this current group of motherfuckers who thought. Okay. So you know, divine feminine, you are so powerful. Whatever you say goes, because your heart chakra is big and you are pure and you have good intent and you have purpose. So whatever you say goes. Okay? Period. Whatever you, if you are got a good intentions for the highest good of all, not just for yourself, but generations down and for the neighbors, and you want to help homeless and you want to make sure animals are good and you want clean water, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you say goes as far as what you're manifesting, because that is in alignment with for the better of all. So all praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. I feel like it might be time to switch decks on here. The divine loves you. They love you. They love you. Love you. God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. However you call on the divine, they love, 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 love. Just like this. I'm feeling so warm and fuzzy. That's why I'm talking like that. Okay, what is this? Compassion. And because you have this love, love, love from the divine, you have compassion for others, even smut, even you even forgive fuck shittery, okay? Because you are loved by the divine so much and protected, and you're always good. And that's why you have compassion for others, and that's why you are allowed to be a leader in the new world. These witches is over here somewhere. I don't know. You know, because I was taught some stuff by a witch, by a man witch. He said he was a gray witch, 5th generation gray witch. And he gave me the rundown. Boobity boobity boo. Biggity boppity boo. You know? But he told me that witch means wise one. And I'm like, I fucks with that. But people don't be using their wisdom. So where's the wisdom? Something about this very cloudy brain. Codes in nature. I feel like this one too. Star seed. Okay, so yeah, you are star seed. You're special. You're anointed. Okay. This card always made me feel a way too, though. Why is she looking like that? Okay, mermaids be acting like bitches too, but sometimes you gotta be. So maybe I'm just, you know, codes in nature though, like miracles. How do you know there's evidence of God? Do you not see like how the plants grow? I mean, like how intricate everything is. Like, that's so beautiful. So if you can notice those things, like how the caterpillar becomes the butterfly, you know, and how the wind blows and it spreads seeds and it grows new trees, you know. Even squirrels fucking with the nuts, you know, growing new trees. Oxygen exchanges with humans so that we can have oxygen. Okay, we get that from the plants. Okay, so how can you not know divine order, beauty, and miracles? They're all around us, and the more you realize that and show reverence, it's like woohoo. Okay, so this ego death, and I mean, you know what? Usually it's like, but you know, man, the more you, it's okay to let your ego die. Let that thing just slide off ya. When you realize the beauty of nature and cycles, and you know that everybody and everything plays a part, la da da. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to hold on to structures and systems. You can let them fall away without fear. And this is honestly one of the first times I've looked at this and picked up this energy, and I didn't feel like tower. I feel like, you know what? Like it's like a bleeding cut, right? But it'll heal or something. I don't know. It do hurt, you know, the truth hurts, but it'll set you free. This is water, by the way. I gotta cut out the coffee. Sexuality. Sexual seduction. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if that was the words or not, but you feel me, okay? So I've been trying to grasp this energy. It's been coming out a lot. Your beauty, being bold, and who you are. This is standing on business about you. Feeling good about yourself. Your creative nature. Yes. I feel like this is blatant spiritual gifts. Because I just, with the dolphins, it's just like having telepathic abilities. And just being like, fuck it, I do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I'm shining. Fuck it, I'm a queen. Fuck it, I'm a mermaid. People live in the water. Do you know that people came from the water? Ooh, they came from the water. Think that what makes the most sense? Oh, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Yep, that's a light code right there. We came from the water. As evidenced by our breasts. Okay, when we lived in the water, our babies would hang on to our breasts and, you know, nurse or whatever. And they floated. And then, yeah. So, yeah, we definitely walked up out of the sea on some aerial shit. Fuck. What happened? Food meditation. It says, I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be what I want to be. So definitely like focusing on what you're like consuming. And I think that means on everything. Like watching, listening, talking, eating especially. So be aware and mindful. But I had pulled that out when I was talking about How we came up at the sedum. Food. We came out for food. There was more variety. There was more nutrition. And that's how we grew legs? From the food? Or we ate something. And that's how we grew legs. I don't know. Because something about I read a book. That's why I'm talking like this. In fact, I didn't even read the whole book. I just read the beginning. And webbed feet, our toes. That's also evidence of how we used to be in the water. Celebrate the great divina. Boom. Celebrate, 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 celebrate the great divina. I mean, like, are you saying yes? Yes, like, celebrate me. I'm the great diviner. Like, what does that mean? What the heck? Because I'm like, does that mean yes? Is what I'm trying to get at. Does that mean yes? What I feel like. Oh, no, they're coming. I'm not going to be able to decipher. What you saying? What you trying to say? I just... for those who are interested in this water world. Grace. There was a time when we had no legs and arms. We was dolphins. All right. We just gonna let that. We just gonna close that right there. We was king of the water. They killed that memory. They took that away. We don't remember. Royalty. Something about the royalty getting fucked up. Drunk in love. Enchantment, yeah. Yeah, with the celebration. Enchantment, that could be an illusion. That's how we got fucked up on some shit. We could find out if we keep searching with this great diviner energy here. There's something there. There's something to that. You know, it's really essential for people just to, like, the more we get in tune and eat well, the more we get in tune and eat well, I feel like the more downloads we're going to get about, like, our originality. And, you know, I've been thinking about, like, different races and stuff. Vision, yeah. It's a vision of love. It's the energy I'm getting. But I've been thinking about different races, right? And I feel pretty strongly like black power, black power. Okay, especially after everything we've been through. Okay. You know, and all the lies that we're told. You know, imagine growing up black in America and you believe that there's something genetically inferior about being black, something weird or wrong about your hair, something ugly about your skin, something ugly about your facial features, you know? You actually believe that because you're groomed to, you're programmed to, that's what TV says, that's what the radio says, that's what people say, even black people agree. And then times kind of change and the information age happens and you learn that, what the fuck? You realize that everything they said that made you genetically inferior is everything that makes you genetically superior. And that you are everything, people are everywhere on the earth. You built the pyramids, you built You have the highest level of intelligence. You have the highest ability of spirituality. You have the highest capability of physicality. You have the highest capability in every realm when we want to compare apples to oranges, right? You know, imagine waking up and getting hit with that truth, right? Just imagine. I'm glad I looked pure, like, vision of love. Okay. The point I wanted to say about that is to my white friends. Y'all niggas is lucky that we all kind of mixed up. Y'all niggas lucky that we have all kind of mixed. Okay? And that you can connect with some of your indigenous ancestors. So you do have hope there. For those of you who can feel me, who have an ear to hear. For those of you who want to be like, you're not the one. I'm talking to the one who's like, I was born white. Am I going to die? Do I get, like, you know what I'm saying? Honey, yes, you have a purpose. Yes, you can connect with your ancestors. Okay? And that's also why we can't just look at other people and be like, oh, but every black person got their connection. Hell no, motherfuckers' pineal glands is burnt. Okay? You can't trust these niggas? Hell nah. These niggas not woke. These niggas scared. So that's why you gotta trust yourself. Okay? Trust yourself. So that was the download. I feel like I'm gonna switch up decks and then we're gonna kind of like wind it down, you know? And I'm going to it's new moon tonight. I definitely feel hella energized. And I'm just so excited to clean. That's all I can say. I'm just like, oh my god. The key is just cleaning my house. How do I get rid of these motherfuckers out of my energy? Just clean up. Clean up on a weekly basis so they can't. Or if it's too bad, or if I feel some weird shit. Because I noticed some house flies or some gnats, and I had got rid of the gnats. So, and the fact that I like seen a few more, I'm like, oh hell no, we ain't going through the gnat thing again. 9 of Cups. Crack it, cracking. Your wish fulfillment, but you gotta go for it. Yeah. Turn up, turn up. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. This is my turn up card. Cracking. You gotta get shit cracking. Okay? Motherfuckers is after you, bitch. You better fucking run. You better. They're trying to catch up on you. They're trying to stop you. They're trying to put it there. They're trying to. Man, be better. You know, another download. One day I'm gonna write some shit down and it's gonna come together so beautiful. Was about damn it. I lost it. It'll come back. Queen of Cups and the Devil. Queen of Cups and the Devil. Something about love on your demon. Love on a demon. This is that transmutation. Don't take on more than you can chew. Divine Feminine. Do not bite off more than you can chew with these demons. Okay? Some of them you should just cast away, stay away from. So, something about that. I sure wish that little download come back, but it will. Chariot, okay? Yeah, stay focused on where you're going. So with these shadow cards, I feel like it's, okay, be aware of being distracted from your goals, okay? This is this energy of defeating death. Okay? That's why you want to move fast. That's why you're being instructed to keep moving, take action, because this energy is lurking around. So motherfuckers moving slow and shit, sitting down. I heard sudden death. Keep moving and keep working. The scales are being balanced out. Okay, so you keep working and staying focused while the scales balance themselves out. Okay, that's where you remain in alignment. You remain where you're supposed to be, no matter what gets shook up. Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be stay on your high horse. Stay on your high horse, taking care of your beauty care. Okay. Not everybody has a unicorn. You have to have special care for your unicorn lifestyle. Feel like that shit came out in the other deck too. With that joy and light. So you need to just stay focused on that up. Don't listen to too much doom and gloom. It's nice to know what's happening to your enemies, but stay focused on what it is that you're trying to create. Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Man, trust. Trust that your wishes will be fulfilled, though. Trust that. Okay, so stay focused. Keep your vibration high. Everything you touch turns to gold when you are gratitude. What I said for my high vibing, for the 4Queenz, everything you want. Okay? For my grateful ones, those who've been expressing and have true gratitude in your heart, just dance. Just dance. Gonna be okay. Do, do, do. Just dance. Spin that record, babe. Okay? Green light that shit. It's a you, and you're the queen crown. Okay? Bring it on home. All praise to the Most High Power. You're the queen of the crown. The 4D, its period is being expressed. It's going to be told all over. Okay? Everyone will know. It's clear. Keep speaking your truth. Okay? Clear out that throat chakra if it ain't. Animals, something about animals. Okay? Your animalistic self. Okay? Make sure you bring it on home to your food. You're connecting with nature. All those things come back without repeating. Your diet, freaking hell. Your animal and the diet of the world, and don't litter, and all that matters right now. Aries, start now. Get rid of with it. That's also that emperor energy. So I'm feeling like your royalty too. 3D, for real, for real. It's for real, for real. Get started now. All of what I said, for real, it's happening now. Gemini energy, communication. Okay? Say what you mean and mean what you say. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Okay? Speak with love and speak facts. Be fair. Just, righteous. Righteousness and fairness will be done. Okay, love will be had. For real, with that yang energy, it will be manifested into the physical. Okay, that's going to be the remedy. Okay, bringing in the balance of the yin and yang. Fire and brow chakra. Yeah, higher self. It's written. It's burning bush energy. Period. It's going to happen, period. Okay? All places, most high power, we are grateful. Yellow, it's a go on that. Yes. Flex. You can flex. Kundalini, yeah. Ooh, rise up. Rise. That's why, you know, ooh, yeah. Rise in power. Look, it's whatever you got going on the inside, it's going to manifest on the outside. Okay? So if you got yourself riled up, ready to go, strong and empowered, you're going to, your Kundalini is going to pop off and it's going to show. Your energy. Media. Yeah, it's going to be shown. Something obvious, clear, for everyone to see. Masturbate energy is creation. Will it in. Call it in. Call in that money, baby. Call in that money. Calling in that money. When you're feeling good, that's how you call in that money. Yeah. They're not playing about that sexual energy. That's a gift. That's a beautiful gift. So learn how to yield it and treat sexual energy sacredly. You know? So figure that out. Cancer energy. Nurture yourself. I was going to switch deck, but I think I'm just going to end with this one right here. Lift up your voice and sing. Let it free. You gotta let it out. Hold up your head and breathe. You can see. You can smile, be proud. Okay, we're going to end right there. Exercise your potion, baby. Work your magic, baby. Work your magic, baby. Work your magic. Yep. Period.